Alright, so then I've typed in objective and tabbed, and then I typed in the text that it told me to type in on page 542. And then I also typed in the text on below. I tabbed and typed in all caps summary of qualifications, tabbed again, and typed the next summary. I let it word wrap, which means it went on to the next line by itself. Notice the default font, which means what you have starting out with Calibri 11. And the default line spacing is single spacing with no space before or after paragraphs. So we're going to click Save every once in a while. It's always a good idea to save. And then look at the picture on page 543 and make sure that you have that right. Okay, so then we're going to tab in. We'll type in experience. And they're going to tab in here. And then we're going to add in, type each of the following, and we're going to do a hard enter after each item, including the last one. Okay, so do that and then come back. Okay, so after you've done that, and you've typed all those out there, and I've entered after each one of those lines, then we have our cursor here, and it says number 3. Be sure your cursor's there in the left of the cell marker. And we're going to go on page 544. It says to the Insert tab, and then in the text group, so you're in the text group, on their object arrow button. So if you put your screen over, your cursor over these, it'll tell you without clicking. We use a drop down, and we're going to do text from file. And then we're going to browse for our experience, the one that we saved from Google Classroom. I don't think I downloaded it here. Let me go to... Mine's in a different path than yours. Yours is in your folder. Nope, that's not it. Sorry. 13A experience. So I'm going to go, I just undid what I just did there. So, experience and the insert. Okay, and then that'll bring out the other experience. Then we're going to tab, now we're going to type in honors activities, and tab and type those other things. So do that, and then come back. Okay, so make sure after you save after you're done typing that, save frequently. That always makes sure you have it. If you press Control Home, that'll take you back to the beginning of your document. And then in the cell to the right of Summary of Qualifications, select All Text. Okay. So we are going to select all the text here. Okay. On the Home tab in the paragraph, so Home tab, Paragraph group, we're going to click Bullets. This is Bullets. And then it shows you a bulleted list to make it more distinctive there. Okay, so then we're going to click anywhere here, and that'll deselect it. In the paragraph, and then what it says to click anywhere in the cell to deselect the text, and then drag to select all of the bullet text again. So we're going to select all of that. We got to get all of it. And then in the paragraph group, which was here, this is to decrease it, this is to increase it. So we're going to decrease to align all the bullets to the left of the cell. That did not work. Okay, so Okay, so when I was trying to decrease my indent and my bullets, it wasn't necessarily going. So what I did was I just clicked anywhere in one of the bulleted text, and then I decrease indent, and that changed them all to be the left side, left edges of the cell. So we want to view experience, honors, and activities. And we're gonna go to experience and honors and activities, highlighted here, and then we can double click this format painter here. Okay, then you got a little paintbrush, and then to the right of experience, select the second, getting ready with the assist. Assist and setup. Okay, so what I realized that this book, sometimes it is a little confusing as far as what it's asking you to do. I accidentally made all of these bullets. When looking back, it wanted me to just have my the section summary of qualifications bulletin. Okay, so these then were not bulleted at this point. Okay, so then if we go down to step number 4, it says to select experience and honors activities. It says with the bulleted text selected in the clipboard group, double click formatted painter. So what it's having you do is what it wants you to do is select the little paintbrush. So what you can do, this paintbrush, bottom line is they're showing you what this paintbrush can do. So with some text that you want, if you want this bulleted also like that, then you can double click format painter, and then beginning with assistant setup. So then basically what you're going to do, I didn't do that right, gosh, not very good instructional here these days, right? So I'm going to, format painter, I'm going to just highlight that, okay? And then if I click format painter again, then it wants you to go under wrote and responsible and received. And if you double click format painter, it will do more than one time, helped and set up. So you're going to run your cursor over here. I use format painter all the time. Then it will let you just format something the same way. And then we also want to do the elected, qualified, and students. So we're going to do one more time here. And we're going to do these here, and then it'll bullet those also. I just did it a different way. But the point is it was showing you how to use your bulleted items and use your format painter. So it says to press Control Home. It'll take you back at the top of the page. On page 546 is where I'm at. So I want you to go to Table Tools here, right? Layout tab. In the cell size group right here. Notice that the width box here displays the width of wherever I'm at in the document right now. And then the horizontal ruler So look at the horizontal ruler, which is here, and locate the 1.5 inch mark. So this is like 1.5 here. And then if you go between the vertical border, so you go between the vertical border, see this is a vertical border, you're going to put your cursor there and it'll display your pointer. So what you can do is drag it to 1.5. So this are like our columns are here, basically in this table. So we're going to drag this to 1.5, okay? And then I'm going to go down a little bit because there we go. And then release. And so in the cell size group, we can check the width, ask her to set the column to 1.4. And notice that this right border is going to move also then. So in the cell size group, okay, so we're still there. What you can also do is use auto fit to window within the margins so that it'll adjust it with the contents or the window. We're going to auto fit to window, so then it'll adjust that so that it fits in there nicely. So we're going to save that. So the next part will be starting on page 547.